Hey guys, your boy Sean Bellamy back with you with another episode of Phil Eagles Talk. The Philadelphia Eagles just a few minutes ago lost 13-7 and dropped to 5-7 to the New York Giants. I'm really pissed off right now. But I'll get to the bad in a second and my rant obviously later on in the video. Before I get started, I understand divisional games, Eagles and NFC East, all that stuff, any team in the NFL. I understand divisional games, you're going to get another team's 100%. It don't matter how another team's season is going. It doesn't matter if they haven't won a game. It doesn't matter no matter what. They pride themselves, NFL teams pride themselves on beating their division rival. They see them twice a year in the NFL, and you want that opportunity to beat the team. You don't want to get swept. You don't want to do what you want to beat that team. Saying all that, there is no fucking excuse why the Eagles should have lost this game against the Giants. We came in feeling good ourselves, 2-game winning streak. Nick Sirianni was actually listening to what worked and going what worked with the running game, running the ball like 60-something% to 70% of the time, and taking the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands, throwing the ball, which is, I'm going to bring up why that has been a good thing, except today, obviously. And and also on that other end, helping Jalen Hurts kind of just sit back and just do the simple things of play action, run his RPOs, and him getting the running game involved a little, running himself. We was doing that these last 2-3 weeks, and we were 5-6, not a pretty record coming into this game. But after the Cowboys lost 2 of their last 3, and sitting at 7-4, everyone was like, "Yo, okay, maybe the division is not, there's a chance we can win this division. If not, we can at least compete to get to the wild card." Because right now, I think there's a teams in front of us is the Minnesota Vikings, San Francisco 49ers, both teams sitting at 5-5. So I'm like, okay, we win this game. We're 6-6, not a sexy record, but we can do this. We can actually sneak up and try to get into the hunt. Or, like I said, the best case, we can also keep trying to fight for the division. But like I said, we laid an egg. It was fucking awful today against the New York Giants and lost 13-7 to drop us to 5-7. So I don't even know if it's still mathematically there's a chance we could win the division, but it doesn't even look good right now. It's so it was just an awful, awful win, man. I mean, awful loss. I'm sorry. I'm driving myself crazy. It's an awful loss. But let's get into the good. Just one thing I'll say good is the defense. This defense is horrible. I still think the defense is not good. They have moments where they give up big plays when we need stops and stuff like that. But I can't shit on the defense this week. The defense actually did what they're supposed to do. They was going against a Daniel Jones-led Giants team. Saquon was back. He's back and everything. But we didn't really get killed by Saquon that much. Their offense is the Giants' offense is they got decent weapons, but they just fired their offense coordinator and what's his name, Jason Garrett, and they got Freddie Kitchens in. So I'm like, okay, they're going to be adjusting, even though we're going to have to learn what they're trying to do because there's a new offensive coordinator with Freddie Kitchens. I was like, okay, our defense should still do something, be decent enough. We don't give up 40 points, and they did. Our defense only gave up 13 points. Basically, gave our offense thousands of chances to really go down the field and score a good amount of points, at least 17, 20 points to win this game. But they did not do that. Offense did not do that. But like I said, I got to take my hat off and give all the credit, really, to the defense on the good side. Now for the bad. Let's start with Nick Sirianni. As I said previously in this episode on Philly Eagles Talk, this man was listening to the fans, was listening probably to his coaching staff and thinking about it, that if I run the ball more, the Eagles are ranked right now in NFL in second. We are second in the NFL out of 32 teams. We are second in NFL in rushing. And we have been doing this very well because Nick Sirianni has completely taken the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands and really let him, besides letting him run, obviously, with RPO and stuff like that, or design quarterback runs, and letting Jalen throw the ball maybe 16, 17 times. Make it simple for the young rookie. Make it simple for the young quarterback to get his flow going, but also lean on our running game because our offensive line has been doing a great job, and our plenty of running backs are doing a good job. For some reason, Nick Sirianni went right back to this game of all games. He decided to go right back to being a pass-happy, trigger-finger guy where he constantly had Jalen drop back to pass when clearly Jalen was struggling, who I will talk about as well on the bad side. I don't understand coaches. I don't. I'm not saying I can do their jobs better than them. These are professional NFL coaches that bust their asses to get to these positions. But I don't understand people. Why do it seem like coaches, in this case, Nick Sirianni, trying to be the smartest in the room? Why are you trying to be cute? Just stick to what has been working in these last 2-3 weeks that has got your team in position to play for a playoff spot. We had 200 yards rushing today. That is great. We actually was running the ball very well against the Giants. Why wouldn't the situations when it was 3rd and 2 in the third quarter, 4th and 2 in the third quarter, we decided to throw the ball when you could just get 2 yards? Your team has been averaging like 5-6 yards a carry that game today against the Giants. Why are you, Sirianni, why are you calling pass plays? Why are you doing that? I don't care if Jalen was killing it today. Just run the football. Everyone was screaming that. There was Giants fans that was tweeting like, yo, why are Eagles not just running the football? Like, it's crazy to me. So he was horrible today, dude. I don't understand Nick Sirianni. How do you let go up and then just go completely down? And the biggest game, one of the biggest games of our year. Oh my goodness, man. Next, Jalen Hurts. Jalen was awful. Jalen, I think, finished like 10 of 22 or 12 of 28 or whatever for 100 and some yards. It was 102, 110 yards. He didn't do well at all. Passer rating was awful. And he had 3 interceptions with no touchdowns. I have told people this. I am not sold on Jalen Hurts. I am okay with him being the starter. I'm not completely sold on him, though. I think, I'm not saying we should go get another quarterback, but I am definitely all down for keep giving this guy a chance as far as going forward. I think he's just too young and too early to really pass on this dude yet. I told people, though, the only thing I'm not really sold on him is as a passer. I do not trust Jalen Hurts to be the one to lead us to a win when we need it, when he is heavily relied on to throw the football majority of the game. And it showed that today. Like I said, he was awful passing. He forced a lot of throws. It was, I don't know what it was. This man was just throwing into double coverage, wasn't looking off safeties, and safeties was reading his eyes the entire time. He threw his first 2 interceptions was crucial because one was in the first half when I think the Giants actually kicked the field goal and we was trying to go down the field and respond. He threw an interception right to the defender, right when we was at the Giants 20 or 10, whatever. Then at the end of the half, when we had a chance to at least get 3 points with 8 seconds left in the second quarter, Jalen decides to not only roll out the pocket, we don't have no more timeouts. And I was like, okay, he's rolling out the pocket, trying to get some time. He's going to just throw it out to leave like maybe 1 second left. This dude decides to run out the pocket, throw it, and throw an interception to take away the 3 points we could have had before we got the ball back then the next half. I don't know what the hell Jalen was doing. This is arguably his worst game ever as a pro so far in his young career. I don't know what the hell Jalen was doing, man. This is why I told people, and I'm not saying I'm the only one that's been saying this, but I have definitely been in the minority that has been saying the Eagles' philosophy should be this: 60 to 70% running the football and 30% passing. I'm not saying Jalen cannot become a great passer as years go by, but this dude is clearly not the guy when you need to rely on him to throw the ball 30-some times to go win a game. It's just not happening. It's not happening. Stop trying to make him this elite passing quarterback. Just let the man do what he's been doing so well. Us running RPOs, we're getting him involved in the running game, and then do a little play action where he can dump it off to Devontae Smith or Quez Watkins or one of the running backs or Dallas Goedert. That's what's been working for Jalen. Not trying to tell him to drop back 3 straight downs and then try to make something happen when he hasn't done that. And at some point, this is what I'm also saying too, is Eagles becoming more of a run-heavy team. You're going to have games like this where the Giants did great. The Giants stacked the box and forced the Eagles to try to beat them through the air. But there was definitely, like I said, it still doesn't excuse the fact that Nick Sirianni completely ran away from the running game when it was working. Even when the Giants knew the run was coming, we was averaging like 4 or 5 yards a carry. Why not just stick to what is working, man? It's crazy. But also, like I said, so Nick Sirianni was horrible. Jalen Hurts was horrible. And the last person, but not least, Jalen Reagor. I have said it now numerous times. I've had fans laugh at me and say that I am being too harsh on dude and say that, man, it's too early. I am here to tell you, Jalen Reagor is a bust. I don't care. I would love to be proved wrong. But at this point, he is absolutely trash. A daily reminder that we chose him, Jalen Reagor, over Justin Jefferson. He is god awful, man. I hate watching him do punt returns. He's all I heard about was his breakaway speed. He doesn't even break off the first tackle when someone touches him. He's terrible at fielding punts, where it looks like he should definitely go get the ball inside the, like at the 10-yard line or 20-yard line. He won't field it, then he'll bounce back 10, 15 yards. Next year we're starting at our own 2. I hate watching him on punt return. Then as a receiver, I keep telling people, maybe you could use him as a gadget guy. You line him up at running back. Do what the Falcons do. Do what the Falcons do with Cordell Patterson. Line him up as a running back. Give him the ball that way. Whatever. Do something else with him. But he is not a good second string wide receiver. We need a veteran guy next to Devontae Smith. I am so tired of seeing Jalen Reagor out there, man. There was 2 plays that everyone's going to come to everyone's mind. He is going to get buried today after what happened. Let me explain. In the fourth quarter, when we was constantly trying to get a chance to come back in the game, the defense was holding the Giants. Jalen Hurts had a chance to actually threw 2 balls up. One, it was within a minute, whatever. We're trying to come back and win. Jalen Hurts throws the ball up. It looked like a very weird throw that Jalen just threw it up there, but it was basically a go get it pass, and it was one-on-one between Jalen Reagor and the Giants defender, cornerback. The ball fell right in Jalen Reagor's hands, and then it went right to the ground. I was like, okay, he dropped it. It happens. But damn, dude, that was a huge drop. Then on 4th and 10, Jalen Hurts is standing in the pocket. 4th and 10. This is the last play of the game if we don't get this. He throws it, and the ball, and Jalen Reagor stops himself fine, jumps up, and the ball goes right through his fucking hands. And it touched him and everything. It wasn't like it was overthrown. He had it right here, and he dropped it. He dropped it. So he dropped 2 game-winning touchdowns, at the end of the game. He is trash. The first one you can argue it could have been a hit and miss, whatever. But the second one, there was not a Giants defender on him. He literally should have caught the second one. He's trash, yo. I'm tired of people trying to tell me I'm being too harsh. I'm giving up. He's garbage. If the Eagles do not see that they made the wrong, first of all, Howie Roseman deserves all the blame. Because I said, we had Justin Jefferson. We had tons of receivers we could have took before we got Jalen Reagor, yo. He's awful. Awful. Oh my goodness, do I really hope they find a way to trade him like in a package or something next year. And again, if you think it's bad for me, just type in Jalen Reagor on Twitter or Facebook. I'm telling you right now, fans are going at his throat because he dropped 2 passes. Again, he's awful. He's awful. I don't like him on our team. I do not, man. He always got something to post about on Twitter about some motivational quotes, which is great. It's good. He believes in himself. But then he's also the same dude that gets mad at fans for calling him out like this when he does bad. Dude, you have not shown any improvement since they drafted you. I think he only has 14 catches this year. 14, 20 catches this year. Like Devontae Smith just got drafted this year. He's the rookie, and Devontae Smith is better than him. Quez Watkins was on the practice squad, and Quez Watkins is better than him. I'm tired of Jalen Reagor. Go away, dude. Go somewhere else. Shine somewhere, bro. I don't care. He's awful right now in the Eagles uniform, and I can't stand seeing this dude. But yes, you guys, we lost 13-7. Again, inexcusable, disgusting, pathetic, embarrassing loss. And like I said, now, goodness gracious, man. Our schedule, the last 4 or 5 games of the year, we have the easiest schedule, one of the easiest schedules. This is why this loss hurts, because this win with the Giants could have set that up for a good stretch of games where, again, we got the Jets still on our schedule. We got 1 more game against the Giants, 2 more against Washington, and I think 1 more against Dallas. Those games are not tough. The Washington one, maybe. And like I said, Dallas will be Dallas. Obviously, they beat our asses the first time in weeks so early in the year. So again, but the schedule is not tough. It's right there. We have all our division opponents in front of us and this weak Jets team that's there. But after losing like that to the Giants, you're sitting there thinking to myself, man, do we even can believe that we're going to make the playoffs, or we're going to even go for the division? But that's it, you guys. And I think next week, I don't know if we have a bye, whatever, but just a terrible day, man. I'm out, you guys. Peace.